Okay, go ahead, Steve.
Troy, John Tavares on IR, I guess. What can you give us a few more particulars on his situation? You know, many yet or?
I do. He second shift in the game in Toronto. He pulled his calf muscle, so you know it's a tough thing. He's a 46-year-old guy, you know, that has defeated all odds of playing this long. So we're going to take our time with it because we want to make sure it's 100% and make sure that he's good to go and we don't have this recurring thing. It's a tough thing, but it's a tough loss. But I mean, you know, we believe we got depth, and we believe that the guys that are going to be playing are going to be able to produce.
What sort of adjustments in the lineup are you going to have to do now?
Well, we've activated Tyler Ferreira, who's a big lanky kid who you know, very nice hands around the net. You know, he won't be in the lineup tonight though. Jerome will be back in the lineup, and you know, we'll see how it goes from there.
You know, we're going to take it one game at a time, but a big weekend, 2 East Division opponents back-to-back starting with tonight, but important for the standings already.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is. We've talked about it. You know, it's obviously our focus right now is Minnesota. We can't even really worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. We got to take care of business today. But yeah, it's a big weekend. They're all big weekends in this league. You know, it's such a grind. But you know, we need the win, and we're at home, and we need to protect our home field advantage here. So we'll focus on tonight and worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes.
Heard you talk to the guys in practice a lot about consistency was the big word. You know, what do you want to see from them tonight?
Well, we just got to be smart all the time, right? And you know, sometimes we have these mental lapses, and not everybody has them. And you know, I know it's January, and we have gotten better since the beginning, but we still have a long way to go. And it's consistent, right? Do the things, no shortcuts. That's basically what the message was. There's no shortcuts to success. It's you gotta pull your weight, and everybody's got to pull their weight, and everybody's got to roll, and we all have to trust each other that we're going to do a roll. So that's basically what the message was.
Troy, you moved Dane Smith full-time to forward this year. He's had a month now at that. Do you see signs he's getting comfortable? Is that much of a transition for him?
Dane's been an offensive player his whole career. We moved him back last year just because of numbers, and we really wanted to generate some transition. And you know, he's a fast kid, but you know, I'm a firm believer that this kid's going to be the best player in this league in a couple of years. He's just getting better and better, and the more experience he has, and you know, if he keeps his head straight, which I believe he will, he's such a great team guy that this kid's going to be the sky's the limit for this kid.
Last week, Kevin Brunell talked about how in the first half you guys really took away time and space and got sticks to hands, and then in the second half he felt like they got away from you a little bit and started chasing. And obviously with a game like Minnesota, we're a fast team, you guys are going to need to be on your toes.
Yeah, that's the message about consistency, right? You know, you have an okay half in the first half against Toronto, and then come out and do what you did in the third quarter, and that kills you, right? And because this league is such a tight league that you can't have 10-15 minutes of off time. It's got to be 60 minutes full time all the time. So that's the consistency of the game.
Seems like Minnesota is always loading up with first-round draft choices or whatever. Are they as young and as athletic as I think they are? Is they as good as anybody in that sense?
Yes, they get the pick of the crop every year pretty well because you know, that's the direction that they want to go, and you know, they've some outstanding players in the last 5 or 6 years in the drafts, and you know, the kids are fast as anything. So you know, we have to value the ball on offense, and we've got to take away that transition that they have, and again, be consistent and stick to what our game plan is, and battle.
That's right.